Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Krishma and I'm an Erasmus student right now. I am in Ireland and I've been to Belgium, Portugal, Germany. And yes, I say this thing very proudly that I've been to 4 different countries, but in this video, I'm going to also tell you the challenges that we face when it comes to the Erasmus or in general studying abroad. So like all my videos, I don't have a script in my hand. I just want it to be as organic as possible. So I'm going to make this series where I'm going to talk about each country, their challenges, and if you're thinking about either Erasmus or normal master's program, should you select that particular country? And if you do, you know about the challenges and about different aspects. So I'm going to start with Germany because Germany is like a hotspot for students because of the public universities, less fees, and like for the blocked account amount also it's for your own sake that you make, and it's just 11 lakh or 12 lakh rupees. It's for Indian parents getting a loan of that amount is generally not that difficult. So I'm going to start from Germany. So without further delay, let's just dive right into the video. So first things first is the language barrier. And the language barrier hits hard, okay? When you're coming as a master student, right now I'm just considering master student. So if you're coming as a master student here, you have to do part-time. So as a Erasmus student, you stay here just for a couple of months, you can't find part-time. So if you want to do a part-time here in Germany, you need German language. And no matter whichever video you see where people say come here without German, I don't know why people don't feel anything while making such videos. Is they are practically ruining someone's life. So before you come, if you at least do A2 or B1 German, it will be great. But if you don't, then your life will be miserable. I was there in Germany. People actually don't understand English, and some who do understand English, they don't want to talk in English. They only want to talk in German. Maybe it's a German mentality or something of that sort, but they don't speak English. So for your part-time, the thing is gone. The professors might, if it's an English taught program, they will of course speak in English, but your curriculum board or the website, it may be in English. You have to translate it again and again in it may be German and you have to translate it back to English. This might sound very simple and this might sound very like normal thing to do, but it is not, okay? Over the time, if you don't know the language, it can be very frustrating. As simple as getting down at a station, whether the gate will open in right or left, you don't know that, you don't understand that. If you are completely new coming here, don't know anything about German, so I would highly recommend, if you want to get rid of that barrier, try and learn German before you come here. Don't come here just without learning German. This was about the jobs, about the part-time jobs rather. Now talking about the main jobs. Now in main jobs, the competition is really high. First, because of the ATS system, the CVs get rejected ASAP as soon as you apply. So just imagine you apply, in a couple of hours you get rejections because it's not ATS friendly. So you have to make a CV which is ATS friendly. You have to write a motivation letter which suits your job. You can't just chat GPT. All of these things take hard work, are time consuming. So what is needed is resilience, the perseverance that you would show to do this, and that attitude, never give up attitude should be there. If you think you're meant, and if you think that you're prepared mentally to come here and do this struggle, then it's the best place to come here. Yes, there are job opportunities, but that job opportunities mostly is for German speaking people. So I would highly recommend, whichever stream you are, check on LinkedIn the different jobs, check the requirements. For example, I'm doing food science, so I'll put a filter for job in LinkedIn about food science, and I'll see if all of the jobs are in German. I have to translate it, which means they require German. So keep that thing in mind. The third thing is the cultural shock that you experience. First, if you're a vegetarian, life becomes difficult. Yes, you get a non a lot of vegetarian options too, but they are not that big on vegetarian options. It's more of a non-veg eating country. It's everywhere in Europe, but in normal stores it becomes a little difficult. Then if you're someone who prefers halal meat, finding it is also difficult in smaller cities. Big cities like Berlin, Munich, Hamburg, it's pretty easy. So food choices are restricted, but the beneficial part is it's cheaper than any other country also. You have farmers market wherein 10 euros, if you have seen my YouTube short or something, you would know, like in 10 euros you can get a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables. And like farmers market happen every single Sunday or Saturdays depending on where you are staying. Now the another part, the good part is the Deutsche Bahn. So the transportation, you get a ticket from your university and you can actually travel anywhere in the entire country, so it's a perk. But the thing is that like for example the Deutsche Bahn, it is delayed a lot of times, it is cancelled. So if you have itinerary, it might, like for me, I was going from A to B and it took me more than 8 hours. Just imagine if you are traveling by a regional transport system. So this is again one of the downsides. I was also in Belgium. In Belgium, the trains would not be that much delayed as much it happens in Germany. Also in Vienna, I was there, never got delayed, but in Germany, it does get delayed a lot. So this video was not to give you like, it was just to make you aware and not to make you feel that you should not be coming here or to scare you or something, but just to give you a eye opener, because is everything that shines is not gold, and you should know every single aspect before you come here and prepare yourself in that manner. Because coming here, investing so much of money and then handling the education stress, because yes, you can extend your particular course for up to 7 years, but now a lot of universities are putting in fees. After 3 semesters, after 4 5 semesters, they put fees on your particular thing. So keep all of these things in mind, and I hope this video is useful to you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in my next video.